It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.
Yo, man. Boom, Miss Rusty. Boom, Miss Rusty. One of those is going to work. I don't know which one it's going to be, but one of those is going to be all right. And so today it is fucking Friday, whatever that means. It's fucking Friday. So we're going to party here today. And today is going to be a special guest day because it is Friday. And it's my Friday special guest. And I am going to bring him on here, right now, any minute, because I should time that better to make it so I don't have to keep stalling for time and bring on Josh Perry. How you doing?
Good, man. How about you, Rusty?
Man, I'm doing great. It's a good day here. So yeah, I can't really
complain. To have a good day, right?
Right. It's a good day to have a good day. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty nice where you are here.
Beautiful day in downtown Fayetteville, Arkansas, man.
Fayetteville, Arkansas. Okay. Fayetteville, Arkansas. So what is Fayetteville, Arkansas like? So what I know of Arkansas is I know a few things about Arkansas. I know Walmart, I know Bill Clinton, I know Ozark, and then what was the guy's name? There was a big fucking Coke dealer back in the 80s there. I don't remember his name, but anyway, so that's what I know about Arkansas.
Well, most people just think we're a bunch of barefoot hillbillies and with some missing teeth and stuff. But as you mentioned, Walmart headquarters for the entire world is about 30 miles from where I live. We've got the University of Arkansas here, Go Hogs, that is a couple blocks away from where I'm sitting right now. And we've just got some really exciting things going on here. There's a budding music scene. There's a budding entrepreneurship scene and everything. And lots of companies getting multi-million-dollar fundings and just, launching a lot of things here. Tyson is also headquartered here, JB Hunt. There's a lot of philanthropy and stuff that goes on and great programs like, I'm going to give a plug to Startup Junkie. They're a nonprofit that is solely there to serve entrepreneurs in Northwest Arkansas and have a lot of great programs to help people. So
that's pretty awesome. So another thing about Arkansas, the way that they got their name, that's one thing I know about Arkansas, is because it was going to basically be called, they wanted to name it Second Kansas, and it was going to be Arkansas or Arkansas, and became Arkansas, which is cool.
I think our scenery is a little bit better than Kansas. You know what I mean? We've got the beautiful Ozark Mountain foothills here, and just lots of cool stuff. In fact, if I turn my camera around, I'm sitting here staring at a beautiful mountain scene out of downtown. So, it's just a lot different than folks might think, right?
So, but isn't that good? People think that that's what's there. So, I mean, it kind of keeps it more of a hidden secret.
It does. Unfortunately, they listed Fayetteville and Bentonville as two of the top 10 places to live in the United States, like several years in a row on all these publications. So we've had an influx of tens of thousands of people every year.
That's the downfall.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're just building commercial buildings as fast as they can. roadway improvements as fast as they can, and we just can't keep up with as many people as want to live here and join our community. So
That's what I lived in Portland, Oregon for like 30 years. And it was the same thing. As soon as like they listed Portland, Oregon as like the place to live, it was like everyone fucking came and it just like
yeah,
just went right downhill. Like, oh shit. But I mean, yeah, when you got a nice place, you got to be like, yeah, you know,
well,
the old governor of Oregon used to say, he had a saying, it was visit, but don't stay.
yeah.
And I was like, I like that. I like that shit. But now everyone moved there. So it's a crazy fucking crazy spot now. And a lot of people, it brought a lot of interesting people in. And yeah, the town's fucking a shithole right now. So,
Well, I give a lot of credit to, and I'm friends with and associate with some of our civic leaders and some of the business leaders in the community and stuff.
Yeah.
And man, they do a really good job of making sure that there's cool shit for people to do. And like right down from my house, there's a place called Gully Park. They have a free concert series every summer for 3 months out of the year. And it's literally just like a big ass park lawn where everybody pulls up the blankets, and they'll have a 90s tribute band or something that's just fun for the family. And we really make it a point that, we've got beautiful art museums everywhere, and stuff like that just really like makes it a lot more enjoyable to be here. And one of the things we had to get used to when we moved here like 9 years ago was the people being so nice. Right.
Yeah.
I come from a pretty crime-ridden community of Hot Springs, Arkansas, where, just survival is most of the stuff going on. And to come up here and people are nice. And there's, like I said, these budding communities and stuff. It's really, it's a great time to be alive and a great place to be alive in,
Yeah. And so are there hot springs around there?
Yeah, so in Hot Springs, it's about 4 hours south of here. They have hot spring baths that are right there downtown. It's actually the first national park ever, and people don't realize that it was a vacation spot for Al Capone and Lucky Luciano. That's what it was.
Okay.
All the gangsters from Chicago during that era would go down and enjoy the hot springs, and there were said to be healing properties. And then we have multiple springs all across the state. Eureka Springs, Mammoth Springs, Heber Springs. Those are just the ones I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah, I mean that's something I miss. Is hot springs, man. I'm out here in New England, and there's not really hot springs out here. I think there's one in some state around here, but it's just like there's one. It's not like
like they're everywhere, and you can drive down the road to one.
Yeah. I was living out in Salt Lake City before this, and so like you can go anywhere, kind of, anywhere around that area, and go up in those mountains and shit, and there'd be hot springs. And hot springs are just, I don't know. It makes you want to go there. It makes you want to be there. They're magical. Like they have those magical healing properties, and they're pretty.
Not to mention, we have the world record holding quartz crystal mine here, and actually one of the businesses that I have, it's actually my 9-year-old son's business. We sell quartz crystals out of the world record holding mine, and that it's really fun to teach my youngest son entrepreneurship through something that he enjoys, like our natural resources here in Arkansas.
And quartz is fucking healing as fuck. I don't know if that's his tagline for his business. Quartz is healing as fuck. But
like let me see here. I'll get it sorted. I mean, I got one.
Oh shit, that's a big fucker right there.
Yeah, we have them that are even big clusters and stuff. This is just a point to keep in my pocket.
That's awesome. It's a business card for your son.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Okay, so your son is an entrepreneur at 9 years old. How did that happen?
So, I have three sons for context. My oldest son has what would be classified as moderate autism, and my youngest son is also on the autism spectrum, but very much high functioning, Asperger's, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah,
And so we've never talked to him like a kid, I guess is the best way to put it. Uh, he
cool.
is, he is very well spoken and communicative and intelligent, and we knew that he had to find some type of outlet. So we have him in Taekwondo for discipline and all that stuff, and we just kind of seen that he was still needing something, I guess. And
Yeah.
I've been an entrepreneur for a long time and built and scaled several multi-million-dollar businesses, some for other people and stuff. But so he's watched me and grown up around me, and it was just like I had an opportunity. The guy who pulled the world record holding quartz crystal I've known since I was 13 or 14 years old, and never really
Oh
tapped
shit.
him never really tapped him as a resource. And so what I ended up doing was going to him. He got the mine from his dad, and then he's teaching his son how to run the mine as well. His son's like 24, and so
Shit.
I went to it, and I'll plug him too. It's Manly Minds, my friend Shane, and said, Shane, I'm trying to teach my son entrepreneurship, and I see that your family has done that for a long time, and my son's interested in geology. He's got a rock collection and stuff. Like, would you be interested in helping us out and him be a mineral buyer? And we do a live every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock to show off some of our wares. And Mason, my youngest son, called for investment capital and got the investment capital, and we made the purchase, and now we retail them and wholesale them to other retailers, right? Because of the amazing deal that Manly Minds has us, uh, uh, and helping another generational business, essentially.
Yeah. So okay, so these lives, are they on like Facebook or something, or
Yeah, Facebook. It's Root Gem and Minerals. On Facebook, again, we do a live every Tuesday night at 7, and Mason runs those lives and shows off all the crystals, and he is the one who runs the company. I just I'm his assistant, is what we joke all the time, because that's essentially what I'm doing, is just running the back office for him, and he mails everything and all that stuff, bro. It's pretty neat and rewarding to do at the same time, to teach him how to take those steps.
so I have a comment here. So there is he putting them in like bubble mailers or anything like that? Is that how he's shipping them? Or is he wrapping them in bubble wrap or anything? Or what's he?
We wrap them in newspaper is the best way to do it, because it compresses a little bit more, and it'll actually preserve those points, as well as if you don't want it to get like wet or anything like that, even though it comes out of the ground. We don't trust shippers very much, FedEx
Yeah.
and UPS, right? So we just double and triple wrap them in newspaper, essentially.
And then what do you put them in a box or something, or what do you put them in?
Yeah, we ship them in a regular box if it's a smaller order, or I actually run a logistics business as well. So we do a lot of shipping for the Tucson Gem Show, and we do, full commercial 53-foot truckloads of crystals and gems across the nation in addition.
So you have all kinds of shipping materials at your disposal.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've ran a freight brokerage business for over 10 years, and so any kind of shipping that is needed, like, that's kind of my thing. So
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was gonna give you a little some insight of where to get some shipping materials, but if you got that, man, that sounds like a lot fucking better deal
yeah,
than what.
we
Yeah.
do some pretty crazy shipping. We actually ship, we have a contract that's going to be starting shipping a vital radioactive cancer drug, where It has an 8 to 12 hour shelf life from point of manufacture, and we deliver to hospitals. It's actually every dose has somebody's name on it. So
Whoa.
yeah, it's a pretty intense deal, man, but very rewarding, and it's very close to my heart. I lost my mom to B-cell lymphomic cancer in 2011. So
Whoa.
we
So, and it's, yeah, good thing to be able to get that. And so, what if it's something that's further than 8 hours? How does that?
they have 47 manufacturing points across the United States and Canada. So
Okay.
it's not
That
an
should be
issue.
one.
They have it set up pretty well. So it's
Yeah.
I don't want to necessarily say who it is we ship for, but it's a very large multinational billion-dollar company.
Okay. Because yeah, I was saying that or I saw this video. It was somewhere in Africa. It was these guys, they were shipping, they'd go out like on these like sort of like GPS glider airplane little drone things.
Yeah.
And they would fucking just like send them off this big runway, and then they can go, man, it was like, I want to say it was like 50 miles or something, and
Oh, bro.
like pretty fucking fast, and just get and then just drop the shit down like with the
Yeah, it's like a little parachute.
parachute, yeah, and
Yeah,
just
well,
fucking drop it.
going back to Northwest Arkansas, so we're actually a supply chain innovator region as well, because we have Walmart and Tyson and stuff like that. So we have a company called Gaddick that is one of the pioneering autonomous vehicle companies, as well as we have the pilot stores here in Northwest Arkansas for the drone program for Walmart. So they literally, there's like a little perch that it sits on, and they'll shoot a drone to your house and drop your stuff off.
How's that been? I mean,
I
because
haven't used it personally, to be honest.
have you seen it?
I have seen it, and I've seen it take off, and I've heard that it's good, and I just hadn't had the opportunity to use it myself. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and in Salt Lake City, they started doing it with Walmart and Walgreens as well, to like ship pharmacy shit. And I never saw one when I was living there, but they had just started it. So it was probably like 6-7 months ago they started it there. And it was, I mean, I don't know. It's all about adapting to this shit, because this shit's coming so fast. Like if you don't adapt, man, you're gonna get left behind pretty quickly. 'Cause this stuff's coming pretty quick. So
Well, and then, a little shameless plug here, right? Like my jacket even is for my company, Lane Hero. I developed an app that'll tell you the cost of any trip with any vehicle with a VIN number by talking to your phone. So like I said, we're a supply chain innovator type of region here, and I feel really blessed to be kind of at the forefront of that innovation and helping to pioneer some of that stuff to ultimately change our world, man, because I think a lot of people realize, and especially over the past couple of years have realized, some of the systems that we have just don't work anymore with where we're going, right? Where we need to be as people. And so we need more people to step up and make an impact and focus on the impact instead of the dollars, because at the end of the day, I think even things like universal basic income and stuff like that, not to get too deep off in it, but
get deep off in it.
They're like bound to come no matter what we do. And so you better be worried about your impact more than your pocketbook, right? Because that's just going to be irrelevant.
Yeah, and especially with because there's gonna be a lot of stuff with carbon footprint as well. That whole thing coming, where you're only allowed to produce so much carbon emission, and it with your phone, it tracks everything you do, everything you buy, everywhere you go, and like if you go over that amount, you have to pay a certain amount of money,
Duties
or
and
else you just
fees
can't.
or taxes or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, or else you just can't leave your area. Like, especially if they have these 15-minute cities that are popping up, kind of up north, like in the with the Rust Belt kind of area, the Cleveland,
Yeah.
Toledo, that stuff, and then like Toronto and Buffalo, I think, are adopting those as well. But yeah, it's a lot of being able to adapt, and that sounds like what you have going, which is is important to do. And I mean, everyone was thinking that the logistics were going to be the first to change with the implementation of AI and autonomous vehicles, but I mean, it's kind of been like almost one of the last ones to go. Everything else just sort of fucking came real fast, as far as anything.
Well, the problem I think is that everybody is just looking at the truck and the goods in the truck, and they weren't looking at the driver. And the driver's really the one been driving the US economy for decades. Ultimately, without truck drivers, none of this shit would happen. I don't care how much AI you got against it, right? And
Right.
Lane Hero has AI, right? We're utilizing AI to help truck drivers, but you got to think about it from a driver's perspective. And they're not always all going to be able to be autonomous. And there's critical deliveries that happen all the time, all across the United States, like the cancer drugs that we do. And you just can't, you wouldn't want to automate that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's got somebody's name on it. It needs to have somebody's name responsible for it too. And
Yeah.
And providing the tools for said responsible person to make their life easier is really what we're doing with Lane Hero, and just making it the world's best driver services app at the end of the day is the goal. So
I mean, yeah. So I mean, that's seems like that'll work out pretty well, and
hope so.
keep things going, keep everything moving, and keep the rest of the country moving. 'Cause you see when those fucking things get held up, when those trucks get held up, things start to break down pretty fucking quickly.
Really expensive problems and starving people start happening is what it boils down to.
Yeah. And then that's going to cause a lot of other issues, just because, they don't call it the supply chain for nothing.
That's it.
And
Yes,
so,
sir. Yes,
you
sir.
know, yeah. And then, so you're doing promoting as well as one of your other hats.
Yeah, I got a couple hats. So I run the Turn Up Blood Entertainment office here. We throw frat parties for at a very large scale. Like 2 weeks ago, we had Juicy J and Famous Dex and Young Beezy and Young Bands and Bad Wolf and a couple other rappers here to perform for 5,500 college kids at Row Week. And we also do Greek formals. I actually have one in my email from this morning to ship 360 kids to New Orleans and have them on all the entertainment for the weekend and ship them back and make sure none of them go to jail or get lost. and so when they're breaking out into the world, they need a responsible adult to handle the logistics essentially. And we're what we like to call a party in a box company.
Just fucking ready to go. Like, here you go. And how far is that from? How far is New Orleans from where you are?
I'm sorry. Give me just a second here.
That's cool.
That's a good sound.
There it went.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's cool. And so
what were you saying?
Oh fuck, I don't know. I don't know. Something. Oh, so how far is New Orleans from where you are? Like 5-6 hours?
Oh no, it's like 8.
Okay. All right. That's so how are you getting them down there? Is they going like on a party bus?
Yeah, we arranged buses, or we've also booked an entire plane before.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, stuff like that, where the travel arrangements are kind of already. That's part of the problem, right? Is that how do you book and get all these college kids from one place to another, and then have hotels for them and all the other stuff that you got to have.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a lot better someone else calling on behalf of them than them calling.
well,
It,
yeah,
it sounds a lot better. It sounds a lot better someone else calling them and being like, hey, we're part of the fucking whatever frat, but like, oh, we're calling on behalf of this frat. We have all ready for you. And that
we
sounds
don't
a little
even say
better.
that a lot of times. It's like, hey, we're responsible adults who run an event company, and we'd like to book several hundred rooms. How much of a discount can you give us, right? Like,
Yeah.
rather than
Uh,
somebody who just doesn't know to do that or handle those negotiations like a lifelong logistics person would. Both my parents were truck drivers in the military, and
oh, shit.
I bounced around from military base to military base and stuff my whole life. So I've always been a little bit nomadic, and that kind of
Yeah.
helps,
In your blood, man.
Yeah, well, then something, I guess.
Yeah. So then if people are going to want to find you or how to, get a hold of you to check any of whatever you do, your hat 1, hat 2, hat 3, hat 4, hat 7, whatever, how are they going to do that?
Got lots, yeah. So
I mean, too, man.
Couple little quick plugs then would be on Instagram for the entertainment stuff. My handle is at Lane Hero Boss. So that's where we pretty much post all our cool rap shows and entertainment stuff. We also have some TV productions and some live music recordings and stuff that we're going to be doing. And then for Lane Hero, you can go to lanehero.net. There's a download on Google Play or Apple. There's actually a 7-day free trial up right now as well that I'm doing for a limited time. So you can find out your trips with a 7-day free trial. And then for my freight stuff, if you're looking for any kind of critical freight services or even just LTL or something like that, I actually have an employee that manages the entire freight brokerage. He's a great guy. His name is Jared Pierce, and J Pierce at SPI3PL.com is how you'd reach him. And he is phenomenal at setting up, entire supply chains, even for startup companies, is a lot of what we do too. So I just also want to say, Rusty, that I appreciate you having me on the show today and stuff, man.
Fuck yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, dude. Happy to have you on, get to talk to you and meet you, and just be cool with me, just push and record, and go wherever the fuck we go to talk about whatever. And
dude, that's
cool
it,
that,
man.
so.
Just like my motto is just do more big shit. So
I like it. Yeah.
I'm glad that we got to connect, and again, thanks for having me on the show, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll get this out in the show notes so everyone can see it and know where to go. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon there, bud.
All right, take care, Rusty.
Right. You too. All right, you guys, will fucking rock and roll. That was a quick motherfucking episode. So yeah, you guys check out Josh Perry here and do big shit. I think that's what he said. I probably butchered that and fucked it up a little bit, but you know what? You get the gist of it. And like, subscribe, share. You can watch this on Rumble, YouTube, because we're not talking about any weird shit on here today. And listen on iHeartRadio or wherever else you get your podcast. I don't give a fuck. It's all over the place. Just search the Public Access Podcast, and we're the real ones. And someone else tried to take it after me when, but they're not around anymore. So fuck them. And you guys, that is the show, man.
It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker. It's Rusty Diamond, motherfucker.
Ernest! Ernest! Ernest!
Yes, Pee-wee.
You brought the snacks, right?